Alright, so here I've got the Ichiban Kuji Sanji and Queen. I forget what the name of this Ichiban Kuji set is. Battle of the Two Wings, something like that. But yeah, let's get Queen open first. And I got these from Zen Market, just like the Zoro and King that I have from the same set. Actually, I'm more excited for Queen, so let's get Sanji out first. Oh, he's already open. Sanji's already open. Maybe I bought him opened and forgot. There he goes. Alright, so here we've got Sanji. Okay, so Sanji in the box weighs about 9 ounces. Let's do Queen real quick. Guess I gotta turn it towards me. So Queen in the box weighs 1 pound, 13 ounces, so quite a bit heavier than the Sanji. Okay, back to Sanji. Now let's get him out. So this Sanji looks to just be 3 pieces. We got Sanji himself. Oh my god, he smells pretty strong sometimes, and the base. And yeah, Sanji actually smells pretty strong, like, you know, PVC, plastic. They don't always smell like that, but once in a while they do. Like an Ichiban Kuji Gear 4 Luffy I have was like an extremely strong smell. Yeah, here we've got Sanji. That stuck in pretty good, but here he is. Alright, so let's take a closer look at Sanji now, and this whole set is based off of the cover of Volume 102. You can see, well, are all of them? At least Sanji is. Zoro's not in quite the same pose, neither is King, and I think Queen kind of is, but his neck is not sticking out. But yeah, Sanji at least is like a straight up copy of this. Look at that Sanji right there, see? It's even got the little blue going across, like exactly. They really just did a good job copying that pose exactly. There's his foot. You can see a little bit of his skin showing through right there above the shoe. And there is the blue flames on his foot. I do think they could have added some more detail to this. It's very just like one shade. If you look at the picture here, you can see like his whole leg and foot in there, kind of a darker blue. I think they could have went with something like that for this. Would have made it look a lot better, but yeah, I think it looks okay, and they did do a good job matching the pose at least. Here's the suit. I think the suit looks fine. It's looks like it has a little bit of shading, like in the back right here. You can see it gets a little darker, so pretty good. Then his hair, just Sanji's hair color, his yellow hair. Doesn't look terrible, doesn't look amazing. And also on his wrist, you can see them sticking out a little bit. The skin right there, I like how they added that to the foot right there. And yeah, also up here on his wrist, you can see them. So I thought that was a nice detail. And let's weigh Sanji now just himself with no box. Out of the box. Let's see. 4 ounces. Very light figure, very small. Got to measure him now. About 8 inches. Alright, and now that Sanji's out, we can finish unboxing Queen. Still had one piece of tape there. Maybe not. Alright, here he comes. And yeah, Queen is a character that, like, what? There's like no figures of him in the hybrid form like this except for this one. And of course probably WCF, but like, this is it right now. If you want a Queen in this form, this is the only one. If you're only buying like officially licensed figures. But yeah. Hopefully he gets like a Figure Art Zero at some point in this form. You know, that would be good. Alright, let's get him out. Here he is. hold him up so you can see there's how he looks in the packaging. And he's got another layer in the back with some of his pieces, his tail, I guess. So first we'll get Queen himself out. Here he is, a beautiful fat beast. Like, I love him. One of the best fruits, you know. Look, there's a big hole right there for his tail to go into. Alright, so now we got that off. Let's get the rest of them out. But yeah, here's a look first at how he's packaged. So he's got quite a bit of plastic wrapped around his tail. And here it is. Looks like that. Then over here he's got his sword also inside some plastic. That's good. Oh, I almost missed something in here. What is this? Looks like a little kind of tassel thing or something. It'll probably hook onto a sword or something. We'll find out right now. There we go, little pieces out. Okay, so here's Queen with all his pieces. Now it's time to start assembling him. Let's get a closer look at him first. There's his face. Pretty nice, looks like Queen. Then he does have a big seam going all the way around his neck. But you know, he can shoot his whole neck out, so we can pretend that that's why that seam is there. But yeah, let's put him together. So first he's got his tail, pretty long, just hooks in right here. Now it's on. That took a lot of force to get into there, which is, I mean, kind of a good thing. It's very, very solidly in there now. So here's that's on. Now, oh, I just realized he doesn't even have a base, huh? Just Queen himself standing on his tail, kind of leaning forward. Oh, and here we've got his tattoo. Looks pretty nice, well done. And he's got all these dinosaur wrinkles all over his body. Looks great. Then all the way down his back, he's got these chunks of metal sticking out, kind of like, makes you think of like a Stegosaurus's spines or something, but he is not a Stegosaurus, clearly. But yeah, then his tail is kind of in segmented sections over here. That looks nice. You can see the big kind of steel cabling in between the chunks of the tail. Pretty well done. You've got some plates of metal there, some like golden tubing or something going on there. Then the front of it here, I like it. Think it is good. But we got to get the sword on now. So yep, so just goes into this hole in his hand like that. He's holding it kind of behind his back. So there's how it goes. Then this little piece should just hook right on the end. So it does have a specific shape to it, the little peg at the end of the sword. So got to make sure you look at this little piece, then match it up. Might not be able to show that on the camera, but I'm going to do it. There he is. So now he's complete. You can see his overalls he's wearing. Got some little lines in there for texture. I think it looks good here. And then yeah, he's got 3 of these like claw hands. Got one right here on this hand, another one over here, then one coming from his tail. And yeah, I think they look good. Also his nails, they're like painted black, it looks like. You can see on this hand. The other ones are curled up too much, but just his thumb there, you can see his thumbnail is painted black. Which I don't really remember him having black nails, but I guess so. 1 pound and 3 ounces. So that is the weight of Queen. Let's get another look at him. And now for the height. Let's see. So yeah, it looks to be just under 7 inches tall, which is not a good thing with a character like Queen that should be pretty huge. Let's put him by Sanji now. Look at that. Why is Sanji so much taller than Queen? Yeah, you know, usually with like these figures, I expect them, of course, they're not going to be to scale or anything like that. Queen looks like a miniature thing compared to Sanji. This is just a huge size difference, too big of a size difference, for me at least. And it's the same thing with the Queen and with the King and Zoro. Let me go get them right now. We'll get all 4 of them out on the table. We've got Zoro, Sanji, King, and Queen. And yeah, Zoro and Sanji are just completely oversized for this. Like, they're fighting 2 characters that are like, they're big characters even for like One Piece standards, where there's huge characters everywhere. These are pretty big characters, King and Queen. But put Sanji facing Queen like this. Queen looks like some little toy compared to Sanji. Looks like Sanji's fighting a toy or something. Let's see, we'll put King and Zoro over here. Not quite as bad. King and Zoro, I think their size difference isn't quite as big an issue for me as Queen and Sanji's is, but it's still there. So here he is. Oh, that thing fell off. Alright. Let's leave that off for now. But we've got Queen and Queen here. You can see even the regular Ichiban Kuji Queen is taller than this Queen. Which I think when he goes in this form, even, you know, the hybrid form in between his forms, I think he definitely gets bigger than this Queen, but you know, I'm not 100% sure, so whatever. But yeah, that Queen is a little taller than this one, a little bigger. I love this Queen. I still got to do a video on this one. Haven't done one. See him right here with the Grand Line Series King. There's what they look like together. And we'll get the Ichiban Kuji Treasure Cruise Sanji out here now. And I just love this Sanji. This is one of my favorite Sanji figures. I actually kind of like this. I mean, still way too big, but he is a bit shorter than this one. Yeah, if you have this one, I mean, you could always display these together also. Doesn't seem quite as jarring as putting this one right here with his knee up above Queen's damn head. His knee is like level with Queen's mouth. And yeah, this little piece just keeps falling off constantly as I'm making this video. I'm moving around from shelf to shelf, just touching them, and I accidentally, you know, graze the piece and it'll just fall off. So yeah, just mentioning that piece is very loose, doesn't stay on very well, at least on my Queen. His fingernail is not black, you can see right there. Just thought I should show that because I was wondering, I don't remember it being black in. I guess it isn't. Maybe it is in the anime or something. Who knows? So I was looking in the manga, saw this amazing part. You know, they really need to make this a figure already where you can actually shoot his like whole inner body out of him like that. Like the whole neck to tail shoots out. Don't know why they haven't done that yet. But yeah, look at this. Also want one like this where he's like full on dinosaur, you know. Maybe I'd want to get like a WCF Sanji to display with this Queen or something. And King is easily my favorite of the set. Just love this figure. Alright, so here he is in one of my Wano shelves. There's Queen right there, and he's so short that he's okay being there. He doesn't really take away from Luffy and Kaido back there. So then I decided to put the regular Ichiban Kuji Queen right here, but that kind of ruins my display on the other shelf where I had King and Queen with Figure Art Zero Kaido. Might have to move them back. And here they all are with the Figure Art Zero Kaido, so you can see what they all look like around him. And I guess I'll just show the whole shelf so you can see all the other figures on there also compared to these. Pretty far apart, but you can still see them.